What's going on, everybody? Leigh Dickey here. Welcome back to my official website, LeighDickey.com, the Leigh Dickey TV YouTube channel, and Leigh Dickey family of Facebook pages, and Leigh Dickey family of Facebook groups. Today, since Halloween is right around the corner, seriously, it's next week, I figured I would tell you guys all about my favorite and greatest Halloween memories. Now, as a trick-or-treater, um, you know, in my old neighborhood, I remember as a kid, we would get dressed up. We would start at like 5:30, 5 or 5:30 in the afternoon, and then we go straight through to about 10, 11 o'clock. And the amount of candy we would get, I probably filled a couple of pillowcases, which it was cool. It was awesome. I mean, like, who wouldn't want an annual cavity day where you went home with two or more pillowcases full of candy? I mean, yes, your dentist reprimanded you on your next visit because of probably all the cavities and all that, but it was worth it. That was my old neighborhood. When I got to this neighborhood, the neighborhood that I'm in now and that I have been in for more than 20 years, um, we were. I was one of the only kids. There wasn't many kids my age, right? Like when we got to this neighborhood, I was about 7, and most of the kids and or babies, if you want to call them that, were just that. They were fresh out of the womb, yeah, and like I really didn't have any friends in this neighborhood, and it was an older neighborhood at the time, right? So everybody in this neighborhood was about between, I'd say, 50 plus. They were approaching retirement or already retired, and I don't think they were all that keen on having kids in the neighborhood, and like the loud noises weren't really welcomed, I guess you could say. Like loud screaming children, not something people look forward to when you're 50 plus, you're approaching retirement, or you're already retired. You just want your peace and quiet, you want to be left alone. That's fine, and that's your prerogative. I mean, at the time, that's what it was, and I was always taught, like, just be respectful to other people. If they want their peace and quiet, you better be quiet, right? So when it came to Halloween, like some kids came over from like a block or two away. They'd come into this neighborhood because when we first got here, you could still do that. Nowadays, I don't think many people do that. Like when I was going through most of elementary school and through high school, I don't think most people went to other neighborhoods from like a block or two over, because I didn't see that much. It was a lot of people from my street, my neighborhood specifically. They would stick to my neighborhood, my street, and things like that. But some of my greatest memories in terms of Halloween were in my old neighborhood. Like when we would start at 5:30 in the afternoon, you get like 2 or 3 pillowcases, maybe more, full of candy. And you start at 5:30, and you go for 5 or 6 hours, and go over. You'd walk over like 2 or 3 blocks, and people would, hey, how are you? Happy Halloween, trick or treat. That doesn't happen nowadays, and I didn't really happen when I moved to the neighborhood that I have been living in now for more than 20 years. Uh, some of the other greatest memories for me were handing out the candy. I started handing out the candy when I was 13, and then went for 5 or 6 years till I was about 18, because truthfully, like I wasn't as I got older, I wasn't really into putting on like a costume. To me, is like a second set of clothes, right? And I don't mean to, rain on anybody's Halloween parade. There are people that love Halloween. I don't mind it. I mean, I enjoy it as much as the next person for what it is. And I guess it's just for me, it's just a time to celebrate and have fun. I get that. For a lot of other people, as you get older, it's just a time to drink and do other things. I don't know. But at least as get older, and as I got older through most of my teens and most of my 20s, I find that the older you get, the more it's an excuse to just party and drink, and I don't know. It's just not my scene, right? But from the age of 13 through the age of 18, I would hand out the candy, and that was one of my favorite things to do simply because I didn't really like getting dressed up all that much as I got older, and there weren't many homes and kids in this neighborhood that would, have their lights on and welcome kids or people in terms of handing out candy and things like that. So I just decided to hand out the candy because I didn't really like getting dressed up, and I like being comfortable. I like being in my own clothes. So that was the next best thing. And plus, like, I'd have a stereo out there. I'd be cranking some tunes, listening to some good music, listening to the radio, while, kids and whoever would come up to the door, trick or treat, yada yada yada. Happy Halloween and a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you two, just to see what their reaction would be. I would say that. I know it would be the end of October, but you know what? It was worth it just to see what the reactions would be. And sometimes you get confused faces. Sometimes parents would scratch their heads and kids would scratch their heads. I think there were a couple times when I would see tears well up in the kids' eyes because they think I was confused, and I guess they would get scared. I don't know, but I did that to just have a little fun. But handing out the candy was cool for me because I got to stay home, or like I got to be comfortable in my own surroundings. I got to just be in my own clothes. I'd wear jeans, a sweater, maybe, a vest or a jacket. And I'd just be out on the porch with stereo, listening to some music. And then, you wait for the people to come by. You wait for people to come by. And honestly, it's one of the most amazing things. It's one of the coolest things that I did. Because, like, I got to relax. I didn't have to walk up and down the streets and try and figure out whose lights are on, who's home, is that place handing out candy. It just, I don't know, like, it was fun for me to just hand out the candy. I had fun. It was something I really enjoyed, and those are memories that I'll take with me. Those are some of the coolest memories that I have. I might do it again this year as the neighborhood over the years has gotten younger and a lot of young families are moving in. A lot of those young families have children that are at that age where they like the trick or treating and they want to go out, they want to get dressed up, and they, put the costumes on to be their favorite characters, and they just want the candy. And maybe even they want the cavities. I don't know. But it's a lot of. Those are just a few of my favorite Halloween memories, my greatest Halloween memories. And I identify more. Even back when I started handing out the candy at the age of 13, I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm getting a bit too old for this. I'm like, I'm not gonna. You're only as old as you feel, and age is nothing but a number. But at that time, I just wanted to be in my regular clothes. I wanted to be comfortable. I wanted to be at my house. I was like, okay, we're just gonna put the stereo up. I'm gonna relax, and if kids come by and I hand out candy, there you go. You know what I mean? There you are. I'm gonna give you candy. You're gonna like it. Your dentist might not, but for the night, you dressed up in your favorite costume, and you come by. You want candy? There you go. Happy Halloween, trick or treat, all that good stuff. But those are just some of my favorite Halloween memories. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. I have been Leigh Dickey. This has been another video on my official website, LeighDickey.com, the Leigh Dickey TV YouTube channel, the Leigh Dickey family of Facebook groups, the Leigh Dickey family of Facebook pages. Happy Halloween. I hope you guys have a blast. Have fun. Be safe. Take care of each other out there. And let me know what are some of your favorite Halloween memories. Post them in the comments below. Follow me on social media. Everything is listed and linked in the description. But of course, as always, I've been Leigh Dickey, and we will see you all and talk to you all next time. Peace!